Did you know that Leonardo da Vinci, one of the world's most celebrated artists, was also an accomplished anatomist? Indeed, the worlds of art and anatomy have been intertwined for centuries. Artists, like surgeons, must have a deep understanding of the human form to perfect their craft. Consider this: an artist embarking on a portrait without understanding the underlying structure of the human face would be like a builder constructing a house without a blueprint. The result, while possibly passable, would lack the depth and accuracy of a truly masterful work. Take, for instance, the Mona Lisa, arguably Da Vinci's most famous piece. Her enigmatic smile, the subtle turn of her head, the delicate play of light and shadow on her face. These are elements that Da Vinci captured with such precision because of his understanding of human anatomy. Da Vinci was not alone in his pursuit of anatomical knowledge. Many renowned artists, such as Michelangelo and Raphael, were also students of anatomy. They dissected cadavers, studied bones, and sketched body parts to gain a more profound understanding of the human form. This exploration of the human body enabled these artists to create works that were not just aesthetically pleasing, but also anatomically accurate. Their paintings and sculptures brought the human body to life with a level of detail and realism that was unprecedented for their time. But why is it important for artists today to understand anatomy? Simply put, it allows them to create more realistic and expressive works. It helps them capture not just the physical appearance of their subjects, but also their character and emotions. So, whether you're a budding artist or a seasoned professional, a deep understanding of human anatomy can elevate your work. It can help you create art that is not just beautiful, but also rich with meaning and depth. So, as we delve further into this fascinating topic, remember, understanding anatomy is not just for doctors, it's for artists too. Imagine building a house without a blueprint. Sounds impossible, right? That's where the importance of anatomy in art comes in. Just as a house needs a plan to ensure it stands firm, a figure in art needs a solid base too. And that base is what we call the skeleton. Just like the bones in our body, the skeleton in art provides structure and form to the subject. It's the foundation upon which everything else is built. But what does this mean exactly? Well, when you're drawing a figure, the skeleton is the first thing you sketch. It's a simple, basic outline that maps out the proportions and positioning of the body. It's your guide to where the head sits in relation to the shoulders, how long the torso is compared to the legs, and so on. Understanding the skeletal system is crucial in creating realistic and proportionate figures. Without it, your figures might end up looking distorted or out of balance. The skeleton ensures that every part of your figure is in the right place and of the right size. Now you might be thinking, but I'm not an anatomy expert. How am I supposed to know all this? Don't worry, you don't need to be a medical student to understand the basics of skeletal structure. There are plenty of resources available, from anatomy books to online tutorials that can guide you through the process. The key is to practice. The more you sketch and study the human form, the better you'll understand how the skeleton works. And remember, it's not about creating a perfect replica of a human skeleton. It's about understanding the fundamental principles that govern the structure of the body. So, the next time you draw a figure, remember to start with the skeleton. It's your blueprint. It's your guide to creating a figure that's proportionate, balanced, and realistic. It's the framework that holds your art together, just like the bones that hold us upright. And who knows, with enough practice, you might just find that understanding anatomy is not only useful, but also fascinating. It's a journey of discovery that can take your art to new heights. So, pick up that pencil and let's get sketching. So, the next time you draw a figure, remember to start with the skeleton. It's your blueprint. Now that we have our blueprint, it's time to add some flesh and bones to it. The human body is a complex organism brimming with life, and the muscles and skin are the tangible elements that give it form and expressivity. These are the elements that, when mastered, can turn a simple sketch into a lifelike portrait. Consider the muscles. They're not just there for show, They serve a purpose, they control movement, they define posture, they convey strength or frailty. An artist's comprehension of how muscles work can transform a static drawing into a dynamic depiction of life. Take, for example, the Sistine Chapel's ceiling painted by Michelangelo. His profound understanding of muscle structure is evident in the powerful figures he painted. Each muscle is defined, each pose believable, thanks to his meticulous study of anatomy. Now let's talk about the skin. It's not just a covering, it's an organ in itself. It's the canvas that bears the imprint of age, the marks of life's journey. It can be smooth or wrinkled, scarred or flawless, and all these details tell a story. Leonardo da Vinci, for instance, was known for his remarkable attention to detail when it came to skin. He studied its texture, its reactions to light, its variations in color. His Mona Lisa is a testament to his understanding of skin. The subtle play of light and shadow, the realistic texture, all contributes to her enigmatic smile. Understanding muscles and skin in art isn't just about learning to draw them accurately. It's about understanding how they function to express emotion and movement. It's about learning to see the stories they tell, the life they bring to your canvas. So, the next time you pick up your brush or pencil, remember this. Muscles and skin aren't just about adding detail, they're about bringing your art to life. And with each stroke, each line, you're not just creating a picture, you're breathing life into your masterpiece. Remember, muscles and skin aren't just about adding detail, they're about bringing your art to life. Scene script. Anatomy isn't just about the body, it's also about the face, the ultimate canvas for expressing emotion. Think about it for a moment. The face is a complex structure, a symphony of muscles and skin that work together to convey feelings. It's a language everyone understands regardless of their mother tongue. A smile is a smile in Paris, Beijing, or Timbuktu. A frown needs no translation. The face, in essence, is the mirror of the soul. Grasping the facial anatomy is crucial for any artist who wants to capture the human spirit accurately. It's not just about getting the proportions right. It's about understanding how the underlying structures, the muscles, the skin, the bones, contribute to the final expression. Let's delve a bit deeper. Consider the muscles around the eyes. They're responsible for the twinkling of joy, the narrowing of suspicion, and the widening of surprise. Or take the muscles around the mouth. They can curve into a grin, tighten into a grimace, or relax into a contented sigh. Each muscle has a role to play, and each role adds a new layer to the emotional tapestry of the face. Now imagine trying to sketch a face without understanding these nuances. You might be able to draw a face, but would it truly express emotion? Would it tell a story? The answer undoubtedly is no. It's akin to trying to write a novel without knowing the alphabet. You can string together symbols, but without understanding their meaning, they're just empty shapes. So, as artists, we must strive to understand the facial anatomy. We must learn to read the language of the face, to understand the symphony of muscles and expressions. Only then can we truly capture the human spirit, the essence of our subject. So the next time you draw a face, remember, every wrinkle, every furrowed brow tells a story. And as artists, it's our job to tell that story, to translate that emotion into lines and shades on our canvas. So, we've journeyed through the fascinating world of anatomy and art. We've explored the intersection of these two realms, where the human form becomes a canvas for artistic expression. We've delved into the concept of the skeleton in art, understanding how it forms the basis of our depictions and the anchor for our creative endeavors. We've also examined the role of muscles and skin, how they add depth, texture, and realism to our creations, turning simple sketches into lifelike portrayals. We've seen the importance of facial anatomy for expressing emotions, how the subtlest shift in a line can change a smile into a frown, a look of surprise into one of horror. Through this journey, we've seen how anatomy and art are intertwined, each informing and enhancing the other. And there you have it, a brief introduction to the awe-inspiring world of anatomy in art. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more art insights. Until next time, keep exploring, keep creating, and most importantly, keep learning.